have you been overlooking the sewing skill you already possess as a real income generator? If you sew and have never thought of making money with it, I want you to consider something. There is ample opportunity to sew for people who desire alterations services. People are crazy in love with their clothing, aren't you? A smart and well-fitting wardrobe is essential in today's fast-paced professional and leisure worlds. Sooner or later, everybody falls apart at the seams, and then people have to decide if they can part with their garments while they're undergoing transformation. Because when that wardrobe doesn't fit right, it might as well be junk clothing until you, the alteration specialist, make it right. While that clothing is in your care as an alteration specialist, you are in a position to command the best possible income per hour in the entire garment industry when you work from home. From home, you are in a position to create an experience for clients unlike bridal shops, tailoring shops, and dry cleaners are unable to provide with your uniqueness, home studio ambiance, and perks or bonuses. Now, I know some of your first questions may be doubtful. For instance, you may be thinking, that all sounds great, but alteration sewing is difficult sewing, right? And how would I ever get to the point where I would know enough to be considered good enough? Yes, the art of alterations is challenging, but no, you don't have to know everything all at once in the beginning. Chances are that you could start out with a simple specialty. For instance, you could specialize in pants and skirt hems alone and get started soon. Especially jeans. Think about it. What if you became the go-to for jeans, like hems, skinny jeans, and that annoying waist gap? And simply specialize. You could tackle men's suits, skip the rest, and be in demand. You could become very expert and take on formal wear and command handsome prices doing that alone. You could just take in a very few alterations and add it into your existing quilting or crafting that you'd like to do for extra income. You could add it in on top of your regular day job. You see, the possibilities are endless to find the extra income your family may need. If you sew and actually like sewing and actually would like to make more money working from home, then put those two things together that you like and help other people while helping yourself. Another advantage to offering alteration services from home is that there are becoming fewer alterations and tailoring specialists, but that doesn't mean the need for it is dying out. If you sew and you actually like sewing, you have a real advantage over others who are scrambling for extra income ideas because, depending on your determination and drive, you could potentially get started quickly. Now, if you like people and actually like serving people, that's the other benefit to sewing from home. There's a lot of fun to be found in receiving people into your home where they'll share their stories and you'll share yours and be the best listener they had all day. If you actually like to sew and actually like to be with people, put those two things you actually like together and get started. You could learn as you go and gain a great reputation along the way. Now, what if I told you that you could know the answer to the 3 skills assessment criteria right now and start dreaming about how to go forward? Are you ready to find out about the 3 ways to know if a home-based alterations and sewing business can work for you? Technical skill. Take a look at any of my free Alterations by Phyllis YouTube channel videos, and if you can complete any 3 of these that pertain to clothing alterations and sewing, you are most likely ready. Isn't that encouraging to know? Could you do extras like monogram and embroider? Could you offer products you've handcrafted and display them in your home studio for sale? What is the total of your technical skill? Take your existing skill set, add in creative sewing, and get going. Interpersonal skill. The days that end up being kind of solitary while you sew all day and clients aren't around, those days are good for a lot of introspection and the zen of sewing. The days when lots of people are around and maybe you don't get a lot of sewing done, those days are great for enjoying the magnificence of connecting with others, your main purpose for doing this really, and thriving on knowing you have made someone else's day lovelier than it might have otherwise been. If you can balance these 2 worlds of solitary and crowds, then you are ready, especially if you have determined that you are ultimately in charge of all situations. Take your existing skill set, add in creative socialization, and get going. Business skill. Not an accountant, not an attorney. No, of course you're not. You're a technical artist. If you're worried that you don't have the business acumen, To run your own small business from home, the solution is to get business savvy along the way. Don't wait to take one more class or read one more book. Read them and do them on your way to business success. The resources you need are a friend, a family member, or a Google search away, all to be taken one step at a time. Take your existing skill set, add in creative resourcing, and get going. Get going, you ask? Yes, with my proven step-by-step system. The total package is here. We're proud to offer our Alterations package instant download course. Includes 14 video tutorials with accompanying PDFs covering the 7 steps to prevailing over the competition while doing what you love in a home-based sewing and alterations business. Get it here. Let me help you with your journey. In conclusion, I just want to say my goal is to teach you about a life-enriching potential within reach because of the skill set you already possess. Are you going to keep your sewing talent all to yourself, or are you going to share it and become sought after and paid your worth? Are you going to advocate against the disposable clothing lifestyle the Western world has adopted and show it a better way of creative solutions to existing wardrobes? Have you ever thought about a stitchery legacy? I did it, so can you. Take a look in the mirror, the one your potential customers would stand in front of. Who do you see? You may be looking at the type of person who is able to really run with a home-based alterations and sewing business. If this report has left you buzzing with ideas and on fire with a passion to investigate the subject further, then I have done my job to inspire you to assess your situation and then spring into action, because you are needed. Take your existing skill set and get going.